It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It is time for AEW Rampage, and it is Full Gear weekend. So we're going to do your predictions and mine. Get your thoughts on what you can expect from this weekend's big pay-per-view. Knock and I went last year to Full Gear and had a blast. So we'll see if the build-up is the same for this year. We are watching Rampage live. If you know the drill, we watch Rampage. We talk pop culture. We're going to do predictions tonight, and your chats all stream. Whatever you want to talk about. Anything. It doesn't matter. Rampage is starting up right now. The women's match is first. It is first. Let's get to it. Nyla Rose, Harley Cameron. We have a full night. This is our night. So check it out. Are you excited for Rampage tonight? Okay, very, very short intros right here. But intro. This is going to be a very interesting Rampage to watch. Next week is taped as well. They tape both these this week and next week, back to back this Wednesday. So we're going to look at the crowds like we always do because the crowd seem to leave during Rampage. This is the real go-home show, Rampage, where when they tape it, you go home. But thank you for joining tonight. Again, my name is Zach. This is the West Coast Podcast Sideshow, the Friday night show, your show, my show. We have a good time here. Millennial Noob is here, big part of the show. I'm ready for Full Gear, and we'll see if you're ready for Full Gear too, Noob. Harley Cameron and Nyla Rose. Wait, is this? Yeah, it's a tag team. This is a silent crowd. This is a very silent crowd. I wasn't a big fan of this week's Dynamite either. So let me know what your thoughts are on Dynamite. But these are the matches tonight that we will see and we'll talk about all night long as this women's match is on. This is the match we're watching. Big Boom A.J. is coming out tonight for a weigh-in with Quiet Time Marshall. We'll see how that crowd reaction goes. The Conglomeration, one of the weirdest factions I've ever seen in wrestling. Weird. Weirder than the oddities in WWF Attitude Era. Countdown to Full Gear immediately following Rampage. More AEW on TNT. As we see Harley Cameron and Mina. This is fast-paced. Compared to every other Rampage match that we usually see, this is a nice fast-paced match. So I'm excited for it. This is such a quiet crowd. It's so dark in there. We'll see. Last week what they did is they altered the order of what they aired on TV compared to what they taped. It got a lot less dark during the final match, which they showed. It was the Ricochet match. That obviously was what they led in with, so they could have a bigger crowd. Harley Cameron is going to lose again. I guarantee it, because as we'll find out on the Full Gear preview that we're going to do tonight, Mariah, Mina, Shirakawa have a celebration ahead of them. Let's get into what we're going to see tonight on the stream and what we're going to talk about. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Let's make myself a little box there. And now we're going to check it out. So here we go. These are the matches tonight and that we're going to talk about at Full Gear. Here we go. Are you excited? Are you ready for Full Gear? It's a lot on. We're on commercial break right now, so thanks for joining. This is the Friday night show. I've got NXT Level Up on Peacock on the tablet again. Hassan Terrell back with us. That means NXT is starting right now. If you're watching Level Up while we do this, that should be something else I watch. But that's a lot of devices for me going. So good for you, Hassan. Keep us informed on what's going on NXT Level Up. Commercial Black Friday coming up. Anybody getting any deals on Black Friday? Video games are like $10 off, $20 some places. Man, Hassan is ready for Full Gear. We'll get all your predictions just a little bit here, right after the women's matchup here. We'll let everybody kind of come in and settle in. Man, Knock and I did a great interview Tuesday with Anna Shields with her new movie, The North Witch. We're editing that down, getting it all set for you, and it'll be on the channel sometime soon. So if you get time, hop on Amazon Prime, find The North Witch, watch it. It's a nice, it's under an hour and a half. Very good stuff. Horror, love it. All right, we're back to it. This is a good tag team match for Rampage. This is kind of like what Rampage should be used for, to build up into a pay-per-view. It's good. Faster match than most of these matches that happened last week. Last week was a very slow show. Not good ratings either. It was like 180 some thousand. Song Nyla Rose and Black Friday for comic books and magazines on Food Lion. Ladies and gentlemen, Food Lion. We need to check that out. Food Lion. Maybe this week on the show, I'm not going to go over Black Friday deals on Wednesday. Food Lion. I'm just going to look it up really quick because I don't know what it is. Food Line, groceries and pickups and everything like that. Wow, this is like a lot of stuff on here. I'll check that out later. Yeah, not too much to really do on Black Friday anymore. We all got good TVs. Computers really aren't that discounted. Video game stuff isn't that discounted anymore either. The only one I think is Elder Ring is down to like $20. So if you haven't played that, that is down to $20. We got more to talk about as well. We got a really big movie from the summer streaming this weekend now. I watched one of the movies last week. We'll talk about that. It wasn't Deadpool and Wolverine. Hopefully we'll be doing that this weekend. Hopefully. They made all this very, very dark. AEW Revolution is coming to LA this year. Not going to float around that idea. WWE Raw, January 6th, the Netflix debut. Tickets are beyond insane for that, and I do not think we're going to be attending that one. If you sit way in the back, those tickets are about $250. We're going to watch the November Rain video on Rampage. TK is going to show that November Rain video that they had on Collision last week during Rampage. So we'll analyze it together. I have some few thoughts on it. All right. I'm getting some SmackDown updates too. We'll talk SmackDown. If you watch SmackDown, let me know what happened on SmackDown. You know, we did a poll. If you look on our YouTube page right now, there's a poll on what are you watching this weekend? Wicked, Gladiator 2, SmackDown, or Full Gear. SmackDown's running away with it, but that just might be the community. Are you going to go see Wicked? Have you seen Wicked? It's getting very good reviews. That is it. All right. The champ just pinned Harley Cameron. Mariah May picks up the win for her and Mina. The Champagne Championship celebration, which is supposed to happen on Dynamite, will finally happen on Full Gear. We'll have thoughts on that once we get into what's going to be happening on Full Gear. Worlds and the Continental Classic again. Okada, they're building this up, which is good. Thanksgiving Eve, the Continental Classic starts up. Oh, so we actually saw who attacked Jade Cargill tonight. I thought it was a mystery. Who was it, Noob? Let us know who it was. I heard the Wise Man is back. All right. I'm freezing. Not cold, but because of the stream. How am I now? Let me see if getting rid of TNT did anything, or if it's just StreamYard. I think it's just StreamYard. All right, let me know what you thought of that match here. We're going to get some pop culture stuff real quick as I pull back up. TNT, they know drama. Wicked is looking to do about 130 some million this weekend, so it should be a big movie. Talk about in the trailer, which is it is a musical, and this is part 1 of 2. I'm ready for the Thanksgiving Day. I am set. Next week we will talk about our favorite floats from it. There's one here in LA the following Sunday, but it's not the New York one. I gotta get up to New York. It's either Liv Morgan's team or someone on the main roster. Okay. Maybe Raquel. Maybe Raquel. I think it might be Rodriguez. That's my pick. But let us know if you watch SmackDown. Let us know. A lot of build up to Survivor Series. Just this is what 3 matches or more. You got Gunther and Damian Priest, and then you got the 2 War Games matches. I think that they should announce on Monday Miz and Final Testament versus the Wyatt Six. Just do it. Have it. That's a nice mid match. It keeps Wyatt Six kind of in the eye of WWE right there. So Wyatt Six versus Karrion Kross's team, the Final Testament, the Miz. Announced it on Monday already. What else happened on SmackDown? How good was it? Am I gonna like it? Let me know. And let me know what's going on in the tournament. This is tonight's match. All right, these are the finals. Let me know who won tonight. This is the bracket. I assume Bianca Belair got distracted by Jade's attack, and then either Chelsea or Blair picked up the win. Let me know. I'm excited, though. I like this tournament. I do like tournaments. Continental Classics coming back to lead into World's End. This is going on. All right, if you have any news or rumors, again, let us know in the comments. We'll talk about it. It can be about wrestling. It can be about movies, television, comics, anything. Let us know. Oh, I don't want to talk about the Video Game Awards either yet, but I don't know if I'm looking forward to this big boom segment. I don't know why we're wasting the time on Rampage. We'll talk about it. All right. Are you ready for some AEW Full Gear predictions as we are back? This is it. This is the weigh-in. Oh, Christ. Quiet Time Marshall is out right now. That's not it. There it is. Quiet Time Marshall. Is this new music, new entrance? He's got that American Made / Alpha Academy entrance. God damn. Bringing the doom, bringing the boom. Can I ask you all an honest question? Are you into the Costco guys and bringing the boom? It is the most basic crap I've seen. This song's not bad. I like QT's song, actually. Hope to see him next Saturday night on Survivor Series and Game Awards on next month. Big stuff. We're going to talk about some of that. Game Awards, the nominations aren't really, it kind of shows how not exciting games were this year. I'm voting for Astro Boy personally. Full Gear predictions. Okay. Noob, I do want to watch some of this because I don't know what this is. All right. Just let me watch some of this here. Oh my god. This is Run DMC. So what is the point of these two? They just go around and they said food court items at Costco? I know this guy was a wrestler like 11 years ago, or he wrestled for like 11 years. What is this? All right, Cole Cabana wanted the Boom's back. Why are the pizzas all over him? Look at everyone in the ring. They could not be less enthused about this. There are Boom girls. Oh my god, what is this? Is that his wife? He's getting booed. Good. Boo this crap. You got no time for Wardlow. You got no time for Ricky Starks. Could have had a second women's match on Rampage. This is not. Lexi Nair's good. I gotta say that. This is getting booed hard. Are these Booms? This is terrible. What is this? How did 20 years ago? So these guys friends in real life? Did they actually like train together? QT Marshall trains a lot of people, but I can't believe this is a thing. No, he hasn't. Oh my god. Oh, what is this? Oh Christ. Oh, is it the Riz? Power Boom, not Power Bomb, Power Boom. With your rip-off Run DMC, It's Tricky song. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god. Why do so many people like know about this? Who's the Rizzler? Is that the other little chunker? Thank you, Daddy Magic. He did make it sound like the Rizzler was coming right now. QT getting buck ass naked. I bet they do a Tyson Paul thing here, and QT slaps Costco guy. This week's NWA Power is a disappointment. Even the NWA Women's Title match ended in a DQ finish. I believe I get a feeling that the rematch might happen. It looks like that kill where Natalya win it. All right, Natalya could win it finally. Anub, I might look into that instead of this. Jesus. How do you bring the Boom? You're weighing in. What is this? £550. That's a Costco food, man. That's what it is. It's your chocolate chips. It's your pizzas. It's your hot dogs. Oh, Jesus. What is this? This is all they say. All they say is bring the Boom. This is a drinking game now. This is now a drinking game. Drink every time they say bring the Boom or I roll my eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drinks. All right, a cutter. That's it. That's the segment. No wonder Rampage is going off the air soon. We get it next week. They tape 2 back-to-back on Tuesday night. Holy crap, that was tough. They must have bought that scale at Costco. All right. All right. All right. Now that trash is done with, let's talk Full Gear. Let's get into the Full Gear pay-per-view extravaganza. And we will get into predictions. I want your predictions. Who you think is going to win? What you think is going to happen? Anything that could transpire at Full Gear, leading into what Jon Moxley said is now kind of a reset again of AEW. So let's get into Full Gear match predictions. I want to hear from you. All right, 0 Hour just announced today. Deonna Purrazzo will face Anna Jay. They both need a win, but this is obviously going to go to Deonna Purrazzo. She's got a new faction with Tyra Valkyrie up there, and I think this is hers. Anna Jay has been hot for a week and then not for 6 months, hot for a week, not for 6 months, over and over again. So this is during 0 Hour. I'm going to say Deonna Purrazzo picks up the win here. Try to build up this faction, which started right here on Rampage. As Juice Robinson comes out, the Butcher with no intro. This is going to be a short match. All right, Hassan, you've got Anna Jay. Again, I got to say Deonna Purrazzo, this is going to be a building point for her faction. You got to add someone to it, I think, because we need a little bit of excitement, not just the vignettes that we see. So let us know who you got. Anna Jay, Deonna Purrazzo. All right. Let's get into this match. Big Boom A.J. with Big Justice versus QT Marshall. We just saw the weigh-in. This made me less excited than I was before for 0 Hour and Full Gear. Noob's got Deonna Purrazzo winning as well. We got 1-1. Big Boom AJ. I'm going to say the Costco Kardashians here are going to take it and lay, what is it called? The boom down on QT Marshall. Because this is a gimmick. This is to get some celebrity shine on here. I didn't even know these people beforehand. I guess they're celebrities. But the Rizzler will be there. I don't know who the fuck the Rizzler is, but he'll be there. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This makes me yearn for Logan Paul. Big Boom gets a vote. Quiet Time Marshall win just to end the sanity. Thank you, Noob. Thank you. Seriously, what is going on here? The Cos Kardashians. That's their new name. Whatever this family's name is, the Cos Kardashians. Let's get into the main card, shall we? Rizzler. Noob. All right. This one just announced on Twitter. Not even announced on Dynamite. You want to treat Ricochet with some respect and not like WWE. You should announce this and build this up on Dynamite, but this should be a good match. Kinosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet. I think it's... this is a tough one. I want to say Ricochet with the win. It is for the AEW International Championship. I don't think they'll give Ricochet the belt on a match that was announced on Twitter. So I'm going to say, again, just like he did with Adam Cole, Takeshita cheats and pins Ricochet, setting up some kind of a rematch or a three-way match with Adam Cole and Ricochet. Tony Khan is clear run of ideas. I do believe so. Women's matches are an idea, Tony Khan. You can use that. All right, who do you have for this one? Takeshita versus Ricochet, AEW Intercontinental Championship. Again, I think they want to give this belt to Ricochet. This is going to be the first title that he wins. I wouldn't do this on a match that you promoted or put out there on Twitter. Yeah, Takeshita for the win. Next up, Ricochet's buddy, Will Ospreay versus Will Ospreay's buddy, Kyle Fletcher. Man, I'm going to say Kyle Fletcher takes this. Will Ospreay will go over for him, and it'll come out that he put Kyle Fletcher over. But you can't just have Kyle Fletcher reinvent himself and then just get beat by Will Ospreay. Otherwise, all this is kind of for nothing. I don't know. I'm going to say Kyle Fletcher on here. Maybe some interference happens, and that way there's no definitive winner, and you can do a rematch on Dynamite as a huge, like, half an hour long main event. But you got a lot of people in the mix here. Hobbs is on the card, and some other people on Will Ospreay's side, and you have the rest of the Don Callis family that can help out Kyle Fletcher. Oil spray. Kyle Fletcher for the win. We're 1-1 on there. All right. All right, let's get into the next one here. It is Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. I think if a title is going to change hands, it might be this one. This feud really isn't working for me, but if you take the title off Jack Perry, you can turn him face and align him with the Bucks when they come back early next year to kind of help beat, what is it, the Death Cab for Cutie Riders? I can't remember their name, but I'm going to say Daniel Garcia. He takes the TNT Championship. This begins a nice push for Daniel, and we get a face Jack Perry. Let us know what you got, though, because you got to switch up Jack Perry. I don't know if this is really working. If the Bucks aren't around and Okada's going to be focusing on the Continental Classic leading up to World's End, might as well give the belt to Daniel Garcia. All right, but we're on picture-in-picture right now with the Butcher facing Juice Robinson. We got Jack Perry. And then we have Daniel Garcia for the win. I did like how Danny and Matt tortured Jack Perry. That was pretty cool, actually. That was. All right, let's get on to the next match. This is it, the AEW World Tag Team Championship 4-way. Thank God the Trios title is not on the line here. Private Party, Kings of the Black Throne. Why did they change their name? Am I this out of touch here? They're not the House of Black anymore? Kings of the Black Throne? What are we doing? The Outrunners Who I Cannot Stand and the Acclaimed. I think Private Party keeps the titles on here, and this is just a fun match. So this is just a good time, and it might actually help the Outrunners get a little more match time and a little more over. But I'm going to say the titles stay on Private Party. Hassan says the Acclaimed. I don't think the Acclaimed can pull it off. All right, the match is back here on Dynamite. Oh, excuse me. I'm talking about a somewhat better show. Rampage. Nice kick by Juice. Oh, it's been their names. Okay. I've been out of it. I can't really fully watch Dynamite. This past week's Dynamite was one of the worst Dynamites I've ever seen. Private Party for the win. 2-1, Hassan. All right, let's get into it here. Swerve Strickland versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley has to win this. You cannot bring in someone as big as Bobby Lashley and have him lose. That's why I didn't exactly like this feud with Swerve to begin with, but I still get it. I'm going to say this is a really good match, maybe match of the night. Bobby Lashley's going to take this. And I think a way you have Swerve not look weak is you have a new member, and I'd say the final member of the Hurt Syndicate, interfere. Don't bring any more people in. Leave it as it is with one more member of the Hurt Syndicate, and that's it. Don't build this up too big and make this the NWO. All right, we got two Bobby Lashleys for the win. Bobby Lashley. Boo! Bobby Lashley, man. Looks like gold wherever he is. Next up, MJF and Roderick Strong in one of the most lame and cheap promos for a go-home show I think I've ever seen. I didn't like this. I thought it was weak, and I thought it was forced just because of how quick this was with the stipulation of Adam Cole and Roderick Strong both winning, and now you needed something to build up this MJF thing other than that Roderick Strong and Cole were friends. So you bring in the fact about murdering his family. I didn't like this. I thought this was very, very terrible. This is less than low-hanging fruit. This This made MJF stock drop big time in my eyes. I'm a huge MJF fan, but turned me off big time. I don't care about this match. Who do you have to win? I don't give two shits about this match. That's how bad of a go-home show promo this was on Dynamite. One of the worst things I've ever seen. And I've watched a lot of Vince McMahon era crap. Roderick Strong for the win because this feud is not entertaining. No, it's not. And there's another one. Roderick Strong again. Let's move on. Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White. This has been okay, but I hope this escalates Jay White. I love Jay White. So I'm going to actually say Jay White wins this. And it may even drive Hangman Page into more madness, which I would love to see. And this puts Jay White into the next step into his singles career. Hopefully a title. Get these trio titles away from Jay White. Jay White for the win versus Hangman Adam Page. Butcher versus Juice Robinson, whose wife retired from wrestling this week. What a work. Jay White from Masan. How's Level Up going? Butcher, I do believe he might be in a new metal band. I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just saw the picture on there. I'm Noob says Jay White for the win because Page might drop. Yeah, exactly, Noob. We're on the same page. But we all got it. That is it. Juice Robinson picks up the win. All right, Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander. A match on this card that actually has some meat to the storytelling bone. Let's just say that. It's going good. Just started. All right. Let us know what's going on NXT Level Up. As Juice Robinson takes the win here on Rampage. Lexi Nair with Thunder Rosa. And all Lucha Rampage on Rampage next week. Oh, there's a whole bunch of CMLL tomorrow on Rampage. So we're going to see a lot of luchadors next Friday night together. All right, Mercedes winning over here. I think this is so tough. I think Chris Statlander is going to take the title off Mercedes Moné. I don't think it's time for someone to take the title off her yet because the feud hasn't been all of that. But I think this... No, you know what? I'm going to switch it. I'm going to change it. Mercedes will win because she's going to gain some new help because Camille can't help Mercedes the way she needs help. And I think the Renegade Twins are going to be on Mercedes Moné's side. So that's my pick. Mercedes Moné with the Renegade Twins helping defeat Chris Statlander. Harley Graham. Harley Graham. This is funny. Harley Cameroness. Harley Graham. This is funny. Harley Graham versus Thunder Rosa. Harley Cameron, my new favorite thing in AEW. Unbelievable. I love it. Harley Graham. Chris Statlander is winning just for Mercedes to blame Camille. Oh, so Noob, do you think she takes the title and then Mercedes versus Camille happens and maybe we see Camille wrestle a little bit better? We've seen her wrestle better. All right. The main event, Jon Moxley versus Orange Cassidy for the AEW World Championship. We're going to watch the November Rain AEW video in a bit. I have my thoughts on it. We'll talk about it once it airs. We'll talk about it together. But one of my main reasons I didn't like it is because it ended with Orange Cassidy saying to Jon Moxley as the big build-up, especially for people who aren't into AEW, that's the whole purpose of this November Rain promo was, bring in new viewers and to be something cool, obviously. But Orange Cassidy said, I'm going to take that title out of your bag and put it into my backpack. Yawn. Jon Moxley will win. Something will go down with this to advance the storyline. I hope with the death cab for Cutie Riders. because right now it's really not doing it for me. Something needs to happen. I don't know why Pac's in there, and if John Moxley's going to praise Marina so much, she needs to do something a little bit more than just choke people out. And we need something else. Something else needs to happen here. So let me know your thoughts on this one. Look at AEW Camille. She went to having a hardcore match with Natalia Markova in the NWA to being demoralized by Statlander and Sheeta on Dynamite this week. Telling you, noob, Tony Khan doesn't know how to book big people. But to that point, we've all read the dirt sheets that Mercedes has saying her storyline. So I vote for Orange Cassidy. All right. And Noob says John Moxley for the win. Something needs to happen with this storyline. Something. I don't care what. Something needs to happen because this is such a weak NWO approach. The way John Moxley took over the Superstation on Dynamite, it didn't really work. They should have just copied it from NWO and did it that way and just had interference ran through the network on everybody's matches just to show that they are in control. That is why I think something needs to happen because this match, I think Orange Cassidy gets hurt really, really bad. And then you're going to build up your next person, take him down. You have your John Moxley, who's going to be your NWO leader. And then you're going to have your Sting, who's going to be Darby Allin, come in and make the save. I think that either World's End or Revolution is going to be who takes the title off John Moxley. All right, that is Full Gear. Are you excited? Are you ready to buy tickets for Full Gear? Did that do it for you? Did that match lineup do it for you? Do these promos that happen on Dynamite do it for you? Honestly, one of the main reasons I'm really, really not even going to keep up with what's going on in Full Gear is that MJF, Roderick Strong stuff. I thought that was so bad. It just kind of turned me off. Not the worst thing I've ever seen in wrestling, but I mean, if you're going to build up one of our favorites on the mic, everyone liked MJF, right? You're just making him softer and weaker, and not in a way that is a face, in a way that makes him just cringe. And I'm not here for it. All right, we have 21 minutes together, 21 more minutes. Next week, I don't know what I'm going to do Friday. We'll see. It'll be Rampage. It'll be the CMLL extravaganza. Harley Graham will be there to fight Thunder Rosa, so I'm excited for that. Full Gear, maybe we'll talk about that with Knock on Wednesday if he's around. And this was the match we just saw. Juice Robinson beat the Butcher. The Butcher is a staple on Rampage, just taking L after L after L after L. You're going to zoom Full Gear. I don't know how that works. I'm an old man with cable. How does zooming the pay-per-view work? Let me know. I'm being serious here. That's cool. All right, now we got the Ricochet package right now. This match made official on Twitter. I don't understand why this match was made official on Twitter and not Dynamite. This promo right here could have just been shown on Dynamite. There we go. All right, Ricochet is out of this world. We're going to talk some pop culture stuff right here. No introductions right now. No introductions because we're going to watch that GNR video. It's an 8.5-minute video. I'm getting there. Don't worry. I got the matchup. I thought I had the matchup. The match went away. Dark Order is up right now versus the Conglomeration. So here's the card. We've seen everything on Rampage. This is the final match. We've done the predictions for Full Gear. Next up, the last 8.5 minutes is going to be that build-up for Full Gear with the November Rain video from Guns N' Roses. So we'll watch that together and I'll get your input. Now let's talk some pop culture stuff. My favorite part of the show. And again, if you saw SmackDown, let me know. This is, again, my favorite part of the show. It is pop culture time. Let's get into it right here. This is The Rock as Maui in the live-action Moana. Are you excited for this? Moana 2 comes out, next weekend? It's tracking very well. Moana is the most watched thing ever on Disney+. That says a lot. However, is this a little too soon for a live-action Moana? We're getting a sequel now. If there's a live-action one, can you really insert a third Moana in there if you want to? And apparently this is a bodysuit. The man who eats 10,000 calories and lifts every day is wearing a Maui bodysuit, which I don't think he needs. But that's what it is. That is The Rock as Maui in Moana, the live-action version of it. That will be out, was it next year, I think? I like Moana. I just don't know how this is going to look. But we'll see. What do you think of this? Pretty messy. A couple points in there that felt like the fight was phony. We'll see. And this we'll watch together in just a little bit. AEW November Rain. I got my thoughts on this. I thought it was good. I also thought it could have been way, way better. Hassan is watching NXT Level Up on Peacock. He votes for Harlem Lewis to win this match. Chris Jericho versus Ishii on Dynamite Thanksgiving Eve. All right, what else we got going on? If you are into Vanderpump Rules, here is the scoop on that. Apparently, the new season is going to be filmed in early 2025. It's only going to be filmed for 3 weeks, and this is it. The full cast is signed and they're back. It is a very expensive show for Bravo, so they are just going to shorten it up, make a short season, film it in 3 weeks. Everyone can say their goodbyes, their FUs, and move on. The final season of Vanderpump Rules, a 3-week-long filming schedule, and that will wrap it up. So if you're into that show, it's a little scoop. All right, and this is what was streaming last week. I didn't see Deadpool and Wolverine yet, but I did watch Twisters last weekend. I did like it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I love the soundtrack. So Twisters, if you haven't watched it, it is on Peacock. And now, this weekend, Alien Romulus is out. Have you seen it? Have you enjoyed it? Do you like it? Is a good chapter in the Alien franchise? Alien Romulus is now on Hulu, and it'll be on Disney Plus the first week of December. Also released this week is a new trailer for Alien Earth. It is also announced that this is set before the first Alien movie. It makes you think a lot. Is that intriguing? Or are you forcing storyline now just so it intrigues OG Alien fan? I did like Twisters. I thought it was very well done. I thought this is the better end of all the sequels, remakes, requels, all those things. I thought this was on the top end of that. I did enjoy the hell out of this movie. But this, Alien Romulus, this week on Hulu. I'm excited to watch it. I'm going to wait and watch it, though, because I need to watch it. But I can turn that volume up. All right, and again, Knock and I did the trailer. We're going to make a trailer. We did our interview with Anna Shields this Tuesday for The North Witch. It was a great interview. We're going to edit it down and get it out on the channel. The North Witch is available on Prime Video. You can also get it on Fandango and on Apple Plus. Our friend Anna Shields wrote and starred in it. Nice, spooky movie. Under an hour and a half. Check it out and get ready for our our 2-on-1 interview with Anna Shields, dropping on the channel very soon. We have another one with her. If you want to check it out, is Dawn of the Beast. If you want to get a feel for what she's like, but she's awesome. She's awesome. And yeah, get your match predictions in. We talked about Full Gear. We talked about our excitement level. We talked about what will happen. Not going to had a blast with last year's Full Gear, so we'll see how this year's goes. We have 14 minutes together. Again, The Rock as Maui in Moana, the live-action adaptation of the Disney movie. Is it good? Is it too soon? Should we have held off until maybe a few years after Moana 2 came out and maybe put out a Moana 3? I don't know. There it is. I think The Rock looks fine. You're getting all the tattoos on there. Again, maybe it's the bodysuit because those tattoos had to cover his tattoos, and it's just easier to make a bodysuit for him to wear. I mean, with the hair, the necklace, and the grass skirt, I think everything looks fine. And then they can also adjust anything they want in CGI. But the new Moana movie coming out, they're working on this. They still haven't released the Snow White movie. That's supposed to come out next year. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these live adaptations. I like the originals, I like the animated ones. They never make a Tangled live action because I love the original. But this is The Rock. Live action Moana. I think they should have held off a few years and waited. Just my opinion, but there it is. All right. We're on our final match of Rampage on one of our final Rampages of all time. The show is going away. Full Gear countdown. We went over the matches, but you can watch their build up, an hour of build up on here. What they're doing after this is basically what WWE does on Peacock beforehand. Man, you can hear the crowd is not with it during this match. I like Mark Briscoe, but if he's against people that are cartoony, he can look cartoony as well. This isn't a really good match, I gotta say. This is your basic Rampage match. Reach for the sky. All right, Gallus wins on Level Up as Rampage airs. Thank you, Mr. Terrell. 8.5 minutes are going to be left for the November Rain music video from AEW. I'm going to talk about it. I want your thoughts on there. And if you're not watching live, leave your comments on the AEW November Rain video. Triller TV, YouTube, pay-per-view.com, Main Event, and Sky are your ways to watch AEW Full Gear. Ooh. More news coming out on this very soon, but AEW will be on Max starting in January. You can watch Dynamite. All they said was Dynamite on Max starting in January. They didn't mention Rampage. And unless I missed it, they didn't mention Collision either. But Dynamite can be watched on Max in January. After that, who knows? Maybe the library comes, and then the discounted pay-per-views will come as well. I don't think they're going to be 50% off those pay-per-views, but I do believe it's going to be somewhere around there. I think it's 30% off, if I saw a thing correctly, but that might not even be right. All right, Dynamite is live from Chicago. Continental Classic starts. ROH World Heavyweight Championship starts. I'm going to stick with Mr. Allpower and say Chris Jericho keeps that belt because that is their little nugget to give to a TV station like True TV to give a TV deal. Chris Jericho will be on this show. That's all you got to say. You don't have to say how long. Chris Jericho will be on the show for one episode to drop the title, and there it is. All right. 8.5 minute video. We have 9 minutes left. This match serves absolutely no purpose other than to just get people on TV, which you can say is good because that's a good thing. Get people on TV. But when this is technically your go-home show for Full Gear, I don't know. You could do better. The first match was great. Great opening match. Great for Rampage. That would have been a great match even on Dynamite. The one women's match stole tonight's episode. Laney Reed on Level Up, the Tucson says is going to win next. Briscoe enjoying his night with the fans. That girl didn't want to 5, but she got anyways. All right, Ishii's going to take the victory here, build up for his match with Jericho. Again, I don't know if they taped Dynamite. Did they? No, they didn't tape Dynamite because they're live in Chicago. But they taped next week's Rampage right after this. Next week, we're going to see how much the crowd left. That's it. The Conglomeration wins. All right. There's only one thing next. We'll probably do a commercial and then go into... Oh, no, we're going to go right into it. We're just going to do it. Okay. We're doing it right now. AEW November Rain music video. So it starts off moving with the music, which I like. But there's a point very soon where it stops doing that. It just kind of kills a little bit of the momentum of the video. Right there, it could have been done a little better, like with the head spikes. I think whoever edited this came in hot and then just started getting a little lazy. I'm just going to say it. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. All right, don't show too much of his face stuff. See, it's like not in sync with the music anymore. Okay, there it is, the flute. Pac in there for no reason. Right there, going into the music, it should have been something else, but it continues with this rambling that should have just been put about 30 seconds in. Not 30 seconds, but you know. He hates what AEW has become. So have the viewers, apparently. It's got its core, though. I think it can come back. It just needs something that's AEW, not NWO, not titties shaking. The Elite left. I hope to God they're not the ones to take out the Death Cab for Cutie Club. And this, too, now just goes into the Jack Perry-Daniel Garcia feud without a neat transition. The transition should have been right after the Young Bucks left, shown Jack Perry going into this. I feel like the mentality was there, but the editing wasn't. Love is always going, I'm really sure who let it go today. And again, it just goes into Hangman's feud. There just should have been like cooler transitions, that's all. Could have been something in here. Leave your comments as this goes. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Maybe I'm just being too picky while I watch this. This is like one of my favorite songs. I remember buying Use Your Illusions 1 on cassette. Absolutely love it. Another bad thing they do here is they're going to show Hangman with those goofy eyes when he came out from underneath the ring. There. Ugh. He's getting really good promos. He's doing really great heel work. That just a little bit. Was a fumble. On your own. That was a nice transition into the tag team match. That was decent. Where has Daddy Ass been? Ugh, God, I hate the Outrunners. All right, now we're going to the Ospreay feud here. They should have done a fade in between, so you just like... They're using effects now. I'm so glad Kyle cut that hair. I look like a 2000 Simple Jack. Now he looks decent. He looks like a grown-up Tyson Kidd. Slash solo. Something should have been done with this rather than a Will Ospreay yelling promo. All Will Ospreay does is yell into the mic. Bruv. I know everybody loves Will Ospreay, not loves Will Ospreay. He's fucking corny to me. They just inserted that Ricochet bit because that match was just announced on Twitter. So that's new. This feud comes across well on here. The women's feud with Mercedes and Chris. With Monet. A little bit better editing could have been done. That was cool. I like that with the Adam Cole bit. Roderick Strong. Like Takeshita didn't need to that for the win, but that's what it is. Is MJF injured? Is that why he hasn't on TV? Ugh, the Devil storyline was the worst. Slash standing outside the church playing guitar. Fucking great video. He is giving syndicate business cards to so many people. It's so weird giving it out to so many people. And are they not interested? And are they just going to flounder on the main roster? Again, just talking over parts that should have been transitional here in the song. Oh, just let the music play. All right. We're going over and we're going to run into the build-up show on TNT. There's going to be a 3-minute overrun here to get people in with the song and keep them on for the next hour on TNT. We're going to end at the end of the song. Even cold November rain. See, another way out of sync with the music when they should be good with the hits. Do, 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 do. All these chair shots, everything. Why is commentary talking during this? This doesn't make sense. Seriously, whoever edited this just got lazy as this video went on. There's so many cool things that you could have done with this. Shut up, commentators. All right, you let this build up. No need for talking. I love this part, though. John Moxley, that beard looks really bad on you. Orange Cassidy, breaking characters. Slash kicks in. I love this song so much. Too much talking during this. Too much talking. After this is done, give me your rating of what you think this is. I'll give mine. Too long in between these segments. Edit this crap down and do something to some of these images. They don't need to look like TV. Noob, I think we're right. Hangman's going into madness after Full Gear. Obviously, they're putting in stuff from this Wednesday's Dynamite. Still, it doesn't take long to make this good, make this match up to the music. Orange Cassidy should have sold this more. I know his whole thing is to not show emotion, but I mean, just a little bit more. Should I take it out of your bag and put it in my bag? Weak. And the end with Darby Allin. There it is. That is the November Rain Guns N' Roses music video for AEW Full Gear. What did you think? Did you like it? Drew, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing all right. Yes, Mariah May and Mira won. Good match, opening match. So that was it, though. That was the AEW November Rain music video. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of how it was edited. I'm going to give it a C+. Good moments. Could have been way cooler. Way cooler. Love the song, especially during the end build up to the last third of the song. But yeah, was what it was. Dante Chen on Level Up. He's still around. All right, Hassan, you thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. Could have been way cooler. I thought the editing was just kind of meh. That's it. That is it. That was it. It's okay, in my opinion. I'm sure TK shelled out a lot of money. That's it. November Rain, Full Gear, this Saturday. Are you going to check it out? Let me know. That's it. That's the show. Hope you had a good time. I had a good time. We talked about a lot of stuff. Alien Romulus, check it out right now on Hulu, and let me know your thoughts next week. Hopefully we'll check it out by then. But if you're watching anything else random, let us know. I did watch a couple other things. We'll talk about it next week. But that is it. It's holiday week. We'll see what goes on the channel, but make sure you hit the thumbs up icon. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We've got a great community. Thank you for spending your Friday night with me. My name is Zach. This has been a great Rampage live stream, and I'll see you next Friday. Have a great weekend. Be excellent to each other. Take care, everyone. Let's try that one more time. Take care, everyone, and have a great weekend.